want to bring the match back, but we also don't want to, hit these guys for everything and have one match suffer and
sure. Well, and you're seeing that from a lot of different match directors too. Guys that run like multiple matches, they will do like a trophy match or a cash payout match, and then is that your phone?
I don't know.
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah, I can hear the noise, but I have no service, so.
Sorry about that. But anyway, you're seeing guys that will do a match where there is sponsorship involved, sponsor prizes, a prize table and everything. And then if they do a second match, there's like a cash payout or trophies or something like that. Because like you said, sponsors are getting tapped hard. They don't want to, hit them up twice in the same year for something and then cannibalize, one of the other matches that they're doing.
Right. And then we're hitting, we're also doing, in May, we're doing, it's a 4-man, it's called the SWAT Shootout. Mm-hmm. So it's a 4-man team SWAT event with only active or retired SWAT members and military special forces and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So we kind of leaned on some of the sponsors. It's actually JP and Vortex are the two title sponsor, the co-titles for that match too. So we're trying to do a little bit of that and looking at we can only push these guys so hard, and we don't want to tap out our sponsors, I guess, and kind of pick and choose your battles to some extent, and,
sure,
and where you want to go with that. And we have, the shooting community and sponsors in Minnesota in the surrounding area is, fantastic with the companies that we have and what they've done for us, and we try to give back to them as much as possible. So.
Yeah, you can almost tell where a guy shoots by what kind of kit he carries around,
Well, and what they're good at too, because that's kind of an interesting evolution of the sport that came out of the whole Trigun fiasco. Was they shut down action shooting there, but out of that was kind of born the tactical shotgun matches, because they said you can't have a 3-gun match there, but you can have all the shotgun matches you want. And we're like, well, the people who were running it at the time. We're like, well, they didn't say we can't have a tactical shotgun match.
Right.
So that's kind of where that phenomenon, that went crazy. That's kind of its own sport now.
Yeah, because it was at the DPMS range, they had it was basically 2 clubs that formed into one, and there was a separate conditional use permit for the shotgun as it was for the center for the rifle part of it once DPMS, because the shotgun club, the huge trap club, was there well before Randy moved DPMS there. Mm-hmm. So they had 2 different conditional use permits. So that was where the shotgun match was born. That we could basically go crazy on the property with shotguns. And
interesting.
And we don't have a whole lot of room to do the interesting stuff with the rifle here. I mean, that's some of what we travel down here to Texas to do. But we can do all kinds of interesting things with the shotgun. You can shoot all kinds of interesting targets. You can shoot them pretty close. You can shoot them far away. You can get crazy with the slugs. It's
you guys are like the England of the Midwest.
Well, you can definitely tell people from the upper Midwest are definitely good at shooting shotguns. I think people from the Southeast are really strong on the pistol.
Why don't you send some recon down, nice. And we'll plant some seeds. So
definitely.
That's what we're here doing.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it. So.
Yeah, they're good dudes. Tommy with a smoking run on the air gun.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
I think you went 1 for 1 all the way across. So.
I wish I could get those splits with my real gun.
So speaking of recon, Adam, you're going to be shooting your pro match on home turf.
Yes.
How does that feel, man?
I don't know. I had really mixed feelings about it. This year they gave us the opportunity or the chance to kind of pick where we wanted to. We got kind of a first choice, second choice.
Oh, that's interesting. Usually it's all just in one venue, right?
Right. Or they decided for you, or But see, you had the choice this year, and I kind of had the conundrum. Cause I'm probably comfortable actually out on the, a place like this. I don't know anybody other than other shooters. I'm here for one reason, and that's why. But last year, I have a lot of hometown support to participate. The community as a whole has grown to the point where we can produce professional level athletes, and I'm not the only one from that area. So it was ultimately something I had a lot of support to do, but I went off and did by myself. I got into a rental car one night and my friends and family and customers didn't really see it until months later. So ultimately, I decided to do it so they could see it.
Yeah.
Home field advantage is in athletics, but I was really doing it more for the sport in our area, so that those folks could come out and see it too. Have somewhat of a local draw to this match that is really more of a kind of a national thing. That being said, pretty much everybody we're shooting against is not that far away from home either. Rick's from Michigan. There's Tim is Wisconsin.
Yep.
Jay's from Illinois. So I mean, most of them aren't too far away from home, but
A lot of young guys.
It's definitely a cool opportunity though to be able to do it in front of the hometown crowd. So
that is cool. So you mentioned that your customers are going to be able to come out and see you. So you work at Arns and Arms.
I do.
And I've never actually been there, so I'm not really familiar with it. The only thing I've seen is like the videos that you do. Looks like a comfortable place with lots of donuts. And
occasionally.
So what is like the demographic of your customers, and is 3-gun like something that a lot of people are interested in, or is it just like a passing, I'm into guns and this is a sport that involves guns, maybe I'll go check it out?
I would say the action shooting sports are a significant portion of our clientele, not the majority. It's still a niche sport. But we definitely put a focus on it. We definitely try to have, the belt accessories, the holsters, certainly the guns that center around the game. We're kind of we are in the western suburbs of the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. So it's an area where there are folks who are active in the shooting sports, and they have income levels that support that kind of thing. So they do come in all the time, and everywhere from our all of our friends who've been doing it for years to new faces who are seeing it through mediums like this. Honestly, they see it out on the internet and kind of figure out that, oh, that's going on here, and then they find us, and then they find me or some of the other salespeople there, and we can kind of push them in that direction and get them started, and ultimately save them from a lot of the mistakes that we made financially getting started, buying all that junk that we thought was cool, but it wasn't really good for anything.
What's the best comp?
Yeah, right. Or the whole buying this whatever Econo AR, and I'm going to build it into a 3-gun rifle.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to cut off the front sight post. I'm going to replace the plastic handguard.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with this battle belt, and it's got all the little elastic loops for my shotgun shells. Yeah, no, don't.
Things have gone, the way that they've gone, just, as far as the time goes, because like when I started shooting 3-gun, Facebook didn't even exist.
Yeah.
So, you didn't have, you had Brian Eno's forum,
right.
And that was the extent of it. You didn't have, like now there's, between, Jesse Tischhauser's got at least 2 or 3 dozen different groups, of his own. But, you think about, the amount of resources that are just between, the various Facebook groups.
Oh, yeah.
That's in, you're just adding on, the wealth of knowledge in that, where you can actually see, some of the names now, where before, like when the Enos forum came out, the guys like Kurt Miller and Pat Kelly and those guys who are the real original, 3-gun guys, you knew their handles on Enos, but otherwise, you couldn't click on someone's profile with their real name and
Thanks.
things of that nature. So you basically had no idea who was giving you information and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
and when Facebook decided to get rid of like the screen name thing and just go with the names, there was like some contention about that. But I kind of like it better because especially in the type of thing that we do, it's good to know where your information is coming from and who. And one, you can consider the source. And then 2, you can, later on when you see someone at the range that has helped you in a forum,
Yeah.
You know, now you can thank that person.
I had a guy just come up to me 2 hours ago that he lives down here, and he saw some of our Hawkeye videos that we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
He's pulled me out of a crowd and say, "Hey, are you that guy?" And yep, I am that guy. You know, and
Isn't that a cool feeling?
it is. I'm not used to it, but
Yeah.
it is pretty cool because a lot of times you do some of this stuff like no one's watching. You know, you just put it out there. And,
oh, dude.
And
Yeah.
you know, when a real person actually is like, wow, you really watched that and got some useful information, because that's why you do it. You put it out there so that somebody hopefully somewhere finds a useful nugget. And
Dude, I you know, it sorry, I'm choking up here, but so we do kind of a similar thing, right? We
Right,
spread
right.
information in the
Yeah.
hopes of making the information available to people that need it, as well as growing the sport, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I love doing it. It's so much fun. So back when the show was new, I met a guy at the Colorado Noveski Multi-Gun Championship, and I think it was like 2015 because the show had just started, right? And he told me, oh, Dave, I listened to your podcast all the way here. I came from Missouri. And I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, like at the time, the show was so new. It was only 4 months old.
Yeah.
So I was like so pumped. And he goes, honey, come here. This is Dave. This is the podcast we listened to on the way out. And she's like, oh, my God, I had to listen to your voice for 8 hours.
Curse you!
Well, check this out. This come full circle here. That was Sean. Alexi, he's shooting tonight in the pro shoot-off. Like that dude that, you know, was shooting like one of his first few matches in 2015. He's shooting off under the lights here. I mean, that's him rocking right there.
Yeah.
I mean, like what a cool feeling that is to, and you probably feel it too because you've been doing it a lot longer. It's like you've had such a huge effect on the people in the sport and their progress.
And to see it gyrate too, you bring some more people into the sport grows.
Yeah.
Bring some more people in the sport grows. In our area, it went from, you know, 3-gun was something you could maybe do once a month, every other month, a sprinkling of USPSA and IDPA matches.
Yeah,
now,
we had really not that many matches. You know, if you had 6 in a year,
yeah,
that was.
And you could go to them all. Like you could put it all on the calendar and you like do other stuff too. Or now, I mean, once it gets warm up north, so about April. From really, if I'm not BSing you, it gets decent in April.
Some days.
Yeah, it's hit and miss, but from then on, I mean, it's 4 nights a week and every weekend within an hour of the metro area.
Yeah.
There is a club match going on, USPSA or 3-gun. We have 2 or 3 3-gun matches going on the weekends every month. All summer long. We started, you know, on the Hawkeye Ignite side. I put on a Wednesday night 3-stage league every Wednesday night all summer. So it's gone from something that happened 6 times a year, and you kind of had like this niche little pile of stuff to like something you can get fully immersed in, and it's got a life of its own, and it's a community of its own.
It's nice if you have something else going on where you can't make a match. You know, back then it was like I got to get there because there's not going to be another match.
Only one. Yeah.
There's only one.
Exactly.
So now it's like if I miss one, and then even not to joke, we always joke about the winters in the time of Minnesota, but in the winter though we have 4 nights a week of indoor leagues for pistol, and then we have several indoor 2-gun.
Yeah.
On the weekends, pistol and rifle.
2 years ago, there was
so.
one match. Well, 2. There was 2 indoor matches on a monthly basis. There's one every other Thursday, and there was one once a month in an indoor range. And now it's kind of the same thing. Like the season doesn't really stop if you're shooting pistols.
Yeah.
It's inside. It's not the same. It's not as fun, but it's the same people. It's the same game.
Right.
So
you're still getting trigger time and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah.
All we got to do now is sort of figure out a way we can shoot the shotgun all year long. And,
I know.
And we'll be good to go.
That's some of the evolution of the game too. I mean, we were joking about it last December. We came up with something called the Trekker.
Yeah.
That's a cross country style match, and really where that came from was it gets to be about December. The ground's frozen. We can't pound stakes into the ground anymore. So it was like, well, here's a match where we could use like freestanding stuff and like keep everybody entertained for about 2 hours shooting guns in this format, and then it just kind of took off and it's got a life of its own now. Now that's well on its way to becoming its own sport too.
Yeah.
Is cross country multi-guns. So
Yeah, it's a cool concept. We were talking about that at Nationals, and I'm like, oh, I'm totally in. When is it? And you're like, it's December. I'm like, oh, yeah, I won't be there.
Yeah.
We're new best friends and stuff, but I'm not going to be there.
Ultimately, we ended up pulling the plug on it. That was the
That's
day.
crazy. Well, and
I went
that's
out
when you got
there.
the hate mail at, right?
Yes. It was really cold, and really it wasn't the cold that pulled the plug on it. We just didn't have enough staff to safely handle that many people. If it would have gone sideways at all, we wouldn't have had the resources to address it. We'd had too many people, especially range officers, would have been exposed to the cold for too long.
Yeah.
But typically in December, it's like, it's low 20s at the most. May it's pretty mild usually in early December, so it was a safe bet. It just so happened
that
that somebody pulled the plug on
the couple days
on the
stretch.
heater.
And, probably the rest of the winter after that, we never even came close to getting.
It was 40
that
degrees
cold.
the next week.
Huh.
Like 2 days later, it was above freezing.
I remember seeing pictures or video or whatever it was of you packing, and then of the the thermometer.
We're
like,
going.
Yep, here I
We're
go.
Going.
11 degrees.
Yep, and there's a couple of people, when I pulled the plug on it, they came from like 6 hours away. When I pulled it at the last minute, and we ended up still going out and shooting. Like, well, you guys came all this way, I can open the gate and we can do a little shooting if you want to. And we did go out there and shoot a little. We didn't run around, but we shot some plate racks and stuff. But it was cold. We ultimately ended up rescheduling it. It's going to come up here on the 26th of March. We're gonna do the reboot. It's going to be much warmer, but it should be fun.
Well, you actually inspired me to sign up for one in Texas, North Texas.
Mm-hmm.
North Texas Multi-Gun is doing a.
Oh yeah, Jeremy's doing one.
Yeah.
Yep.
We Defy Run and Gun. They're doing a 5.56K, a 7.62K, a 15K, and a 20K.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm pretty pumped for that. I'm looking forward to doing it, and been training for it and stuff.
It's a fun concept.
You and I, we talked about carrying your stuff.
Yes.
So
yes.
I was reading through the description on Jeremy's website, and it actually says that you need to bring a holster.
Mm-hmm.
So when you did yours, you basically stuffed everything in a backpack, right?
Yep.
Including your
Yep.
carbine. So it was like some sort
Yep.
of hunting backpack or whatever.
Yep.
Carried everything on your back. So, and you told me, like, Dave, look, if you carry something on your chest, unless you've actually, done that for a
Right.
profession,
Right.
you're going to be hating life.
And even those guys didn't like it. Like
Really?
the guys who tried that, they didn't. They all have packs now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
So what do you do then if you get to a stage you need a holster? You just put like your belt
I
on?
just wear the holster. Like I actually use a thigh rig, like a tactical nylon thigh rig that I bought off of eBay a long time ago. And it's not that bad. I actually like it. And if it were, to get cumbersome, I would throw the pistol in the backpack and I would just wear the holster and draw from
and
it.
then run. Mm-hmm.
But I think it kind of that sport is so outlaw. Like it's as outlaw as 3-gun used to be.
Right.
Like there's no consensus yet on what the rules. I have no idea what North Texas the format is. I kind of formatted mine after a style of off-road motorcycle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's actually crafted after Hare Scramble's dirt bike racing.
Huh.
In that you have 2 hours to score as many points as possible, and the only way you can score points is
that's
hitting
right.
targets at each of the checkpoints.
Yeah.
So that it's kind of a how much crap do you want to carry for 2 hours? How fast do you think you can go? How many stages do you think you can get to? And the more stuff you carry, the heavier it is.
Yeah.
But if you run out, then you can't score any more points either. So.
Well, and that North Texas Multi-Gun's a little bit different, and they actually have like 5 to 7 stages.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to be running to a stage, shooting, running to another stage,
Yeah.
shooting it.
Yeah, we did 4 the first one.
Well, yeah, and you won it the first time.
Yeah.
How many? I always forget. How many rounds did you bring? Because you shot empty on like the last stage. You had like a partial pistol mag.
I came to it. Yeah, because if I would have had enough time, because you had to fire, because it went rifle, pistol, and you had to fire 1 round per stage to be able to advance the next one.
Oh, really?
And I came into the last stage with, I think, 7 pistol rounds left. And I knew I was running low, but and I ended up, the time went out where I finished on that one, but I knew that if I could have got shot and out of there, I was going to save 1 pistol round, so I could have shot rifle, 1 round pistol, and then, busted out of there to the next one. So
Interesting way to game it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what I
Lots of
did that.
interesting techniques.
If you look on Hawkeye, I did it right up on the first one. That
yeah, you
that
did a
you
really
had
good blog article on the
their-
Ignite website.
but, yeah, I want to say it was 300ish maybe or somewhere around there. It was
Yeah.
several hundred. And like my biggest thing was it was the first one we ever ran. I had no idea. So I loaded I brought like 3 mags, And I'm like, I'm gonna get into a stage.
Like loose rounds in his sock.
Yeah.
No, I left. I'm an idiot. I left him in the factory packages. So I got XM193.
That's the rules too. That's the only thing you can throw away is empty casings and boxes. So as you consolidate it down, you could get rid of them.
Yeah, so I got
So you have to carry your magazines?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got XM193 in the cardboard.
Yeah.
He opens, And because I'm like, we're going to get to the stages, and there's going to be 5 people in line to shoot. I'll stuff a mag.
Yeah,
Every when I
people
get
are really
there, there's
worried about
nobody in
that.
front of me. I'm like, are you
And
freaking
so you're like
kidding
stuffing
me?
mags on the clock.
Yeah, so I'm loading them on the clock, and then one stage, or in between them, so about halfway through it, I'm like, I'm going to try to, it was, I don't know how far it was. It was
It's a couple hundred yards.
Yeah,
between
several hundred
checkpoints.
yards. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm going to load these on the run. And I pull a box of 20 out, and it's yard sale of 20 rifle rounds.
Sandwich
I'm like,
everywhere.
Are you are you kidding me? Come on.
And that's kind of where the theory came when we were talking about it last winter. It's like grab every PMag you can possibly find,
Oh, and
stuff
yeah,
it
that
full
was-
of ammo.
yeah, I
and
had-
that's how many you bring.
I had tons of them at home, and I'm like, I'm just going to I'll have so much time waiting in line to shoot the stages. And yeah, great plan, buddy.
Man, that's awesome. So glad that wasn't me. Yeah, I'm looking forward to running it and using some of the advice that you guys have given. And anything else I should keep in mind?
I don't know. I kind of look forward to it evolving as its own deal because we even draw people in from it who won't come out to a 3-gun match. There's a lot of people who won't shoot 3-gun because they don't want to load a shotgun.
Yeah.
But they can get behind the cross-country matches because it's
Yeah,
like
we
it's
had-
rifle and it's pistol and
Yeah,
it's
several of those
kind of
guys.
it's all the cool stuff that they want. It's the equipment they want to use.
Yeah.
They want to put the vest on and stuff everything in it, and here's a context that they can do that, and so I look forward to it growing as its own version of action shooting.
Yeah.
Along with PRS and all the other stuff. So
That's pretty cool. So, I was talking to Ken Nelson when I was in the TPC.
Yep.
And in St. George, and he was saying that he's always wanted. Can't remember if I'm not supposed to talk about this. If I can't remember, that means it's okay,
if
right?
there's no NDA, it didn't happen.
Okay. So he's always wanted to do a mountain biking /
I
like
have
carbine.
gotten tons of requests to have a bike division
Yeah.
in Trekker.
Well, so what he was saying is that you don't have enough riflemen that have bikes and bikers that have rifles.
Also true.
And I told him, well, why don't you do a team match? Because to me, like, hopping on a bike is nothing, right? But then there's the people that are serious about biking that have them, like, fitted to them and, like, the clip-in pedals and
Yeah,
stuff.
we almost
so-
like a triathlon of sorts. You get
Yeah.
guys that could, one guy that only need with a bike then, so he can
Yeah.
bike and somebody else can run. And
Yes.
I'm not going to make a swim, but
So that's like a biathlon, right? You're biking and then you've got the rifle sort of part of it.
right, yeah. So yeah, you can't get the triathlon because nobody's going to swim with their AR in their back. I guess we might be able to find a guy, but
Kind of like the Iron Dog up in
Not
Alaska.
me, so
that-
I drowned.
that snowmobile skiing race where they pull the skier.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you should look into that. That's a 2-man team. There's one snowmobiler and one skier, and they got like a water ski rope behind it, and they pull the dude, and then there's parts where they split apart, and then they come back together, and
Where do the guns come in?
there's no guns.
What?
There's no guns. But if you're talking about doing a team match with bikers,
Yeah.
you got like the biking dude and you got the shooting dude. They have to trade. I don't know. Maybe
Yes.
maybe it's
That's interesting. So
an idea is born.
yeah, they had a gosh,
boom.
sprinkles. They had a race. God, what the heck was the race called?
Get out of here.
It was some like mud team match in Boulder, and for the life of me, I can't remember. I did it twice too. I can't remember what the heck it was called. But when we did it, both of us ran. It was a team match, 2-person teams. But there was a division that there was a bike and a runner, and there was obstacles. So what you would do is you would bike / run to an obstacle, do that obstacle, then you would switch. The other person, one person would bike, one person would run. So you see like all these runners running around with like bike helmets on.
Oh, there's all kinds of fun directions you could go with that.
Spandex, I suppose. And
Well, you're going to get muddy too, so you
Yeah.
know there's usually like a bunch of people in tutus having a good time and stuff of that nature. But that's kind of a cool concept too. Like, you know, one guy shoots a carbine while one guy rides a bike, and then you swap.
Well, and it's kind of the opposite of three gun in that, like, your best hope could be for slightly inclement weather.
Yeah,
Like, who wants to have a Tough Mudder on a sunny day?
yeah.
You know, like nobody.
I tell you what, man,
Yeah.
I've done some Spartan races,
Yeah?
and actually Tough Mudder when it was cold, and it is effing miserable. We did a Tough Mudder when it started snowing. We got above 10,000 feet, and all of a sudden it's like the rain turned
Yeah.
into snow. So it was hotter than heck. You're getting heat stroke. You're getting dumped on with rain. And then you go a little bit higher, and now all of a sudden there's all this snow and you're freezing. So now it's like, okay, well, I got to come down soon, otherwise I'm going to get hypothermia.
Right.
Well, guys, we're about ready to go on
Fixing to go
the
live
pro
here.
shoot here. They're going live, so let's wrap it up here.
you got any predictions here?
Yeah, you know, I think Dark Horse, Scott Green.
I was dark horse last year, so I'll vote for. Man, who do I like?
Would be interesting.
I mean, I kind of would go Scott Green, but you picked him, so I don't know. Do I take the safe bet and go with like Garcia? I don't know.
Yeah, it's almost the Garcia Atkinson show, but
That'd be my. I've been a cop for 20 years, so that'd be my pick. Keith's a cop. Nick's retired, so
Yeah.
I'll
So
put
you gotta
those
go
two
with
in the
one of
finals.
those
I'll go
guys,
with
huh?
those guys. So rock the thin blue line for those guys, anyways. So
right on. Well, Chris, Adam, thanks for doing the pregame with me here on the Three Gun Show.
no doubt. Thanks for having
yeah,
us.
Looking
thanks for
forward to
having
coming
us.
up north and shooting with you guys sometime this
definitely
summer.
looking forward to you coming up to some of our matches, checking out what we got going on.
Cool, man. I'm
Yeah,
going to
get up
drag
for the-
the
get up for
trailer
the-
up there.
Get up for the Trigun. We got lots of space on site. We buy a buttload of beer for both nights, and it's all free of charge, beer and pizzas for everybody. So
Awesome.
And then
That's
we're doing a
all
shoot-off
the,
match later in the summer too that we were talking a little bit about.
Yeah, so real quick, do a plug for your team. Excuse me, your shoot-off match.
Okay, really quick. It's a match we grew it. It's a memorial match for a local three-gunner who passed away. And at the time, we started it 3 years ago. At the time, I was kind of the opinion, and still am, that if you're going to add something new to the schedule, you have to bring a new trick too. Like, you can't just add another three-gun match. So at the
I like
time,
that.
there was nowhere else, and really still nowhere else, that you could shoot man v man like you can here. So what we did was we basically set up a format where we do a base style match to accrue some amount of points or scores. We use those scores to seed people into a shoot off, and then we go man v man, double elimination of sorts for prizes in what is now evolved into a 2-day format. So it's one of the few places I know where you can just sign up, shoot, and it's a 1 day. Day one is a base style match, at the Forest Lake where we do the Tri-Gun and the Midwest Regional, and then on day two it's head to head until we whittle it down to one person. So
Awesome. Well, guys, a ton of great stuff going on in the north. Gonna come up and see you guys.
Definitely. We
long
look forward to it,
freaking
so.
drive, so it might take me a couple days to get there, but.
we'll leave the light on for you.
Well, this is going to be great, man. We're going to be watching some shoot off here, and you guys grab a couple more beers, and I will chat with you after the shooting's over. Thanks for being with me on the show, guys.
right on. Thank you.
Thanks for having us on the show. Look forward to shooting with you tomorrow. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're in your squad.
mates.
So yeah.
Squad mates. Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna let this go.
You just gonna let it
So
go?
no swear words. I'm gonna take a pause. Something important.
All right.
$3.99.
All right, buddy. Kalani,
Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Good to see you, man.
It's good to see you too. We're going, dude. We're recording, just so
Okay.
you know.
Sounds good.
And channel 3.
Here we go. I am here, Kalani Laker. How does that sound? Sound okay?
Sounds delicious. What'd you have for breakfast, buddy?
I had a, so at Phoenix Sky Harbor, there was a place called Zinc Brasserie.
Brasserie.
And they serve wine, a bunch of house wines, and they serve all these high zoot French food.
Uh-huh.
So I had an omelet with some kind of ham and Gruyere cheese.
Wow.
And like this crazy potato, they call them, what's it, pommes frites?
Uh-huh.
That's what I had for breakfast. It was phenomenal.
Sounds
Very good.
amazing.
I had 2 glasses of Chateau Saint Jean. I like the Chardonnays. Keith got me into the Pinot Noirs in Vegas. So I like the Pinots. I don't like the stuff that's too. I mean, so what I like about wine is that it's not as heavy as beer.
Right.
So you can drink a little bit more. It doesn't,
Slower.
It doesn't weigh you down.
It's a little
exactly.
sippy.
But it's got that hardness to it, you know. So it's almost like because I like Ketel One vodka.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I can only drink so much. But I can pound the wine for a while, you know, and kind of have a good time. So
I like a little wine with dinner. Nice Malbec always. So let's Kalani, let's set it up here, man. Three Gun Nation, Eastern Regional. This is the I believe pro match number 2. Sean Alexi of Team CMMG is up first.
yes.
And this
Now,
is exciting, man. This is a different format than last year.
yeah, it is a different format. And let me go ahead and tell the listeners real quick that I'm not a very good play-by-play man. I'm pretty emotional, so
It's cool.
I do yell a lot. I do talk a lot, and I will kind of speak my mind.
Why don't you lean over here just real
there we
quick? Let
go.
me fix
You
that
wanna
mic.
adjust that mic?
There we go. So
Okay.
this is actually a companion piece to the Three Gun Nation live stream.
Oh, okay.
So Three Gun Nation has a live stream. They it's recorded too, so if you ever hear this on the podcast, you can go back and look at the Three Gun Nation live stream.
Oh, right.
And this is going to be Kalani and I basically doing our thing while Three Gun Nation's doing their thing. And we encourage you to watch it on Three Gun Nation, on their live stream, on their Facebook feed, and then of course we're here just for the funsies.
Yeah. Okay, so Sean's right about ready to go then. I guess I'm going to do my best imitation of a play-by-play guy, but
He's
I'm really
getting
bad
his-
at it. Yeah, he's ready. Rob just gave him the go
last
ahead.
little instructions from Rob. Stand by. Here we go. All right, Sean's up first with the pistol. He's going a little bit slow on the pistol. A couple makeup shots.
Oh, there you go.
Wow, that was it's not as fast as he was going in
Yeah.
the practice sessions. Deliberate shots.
Yeah, there you go. So he landed at 25.64.
Yeah.
He was going pretty deliberate. You could tell that he was a little bit antsy. A lot of his shots were low, and that's usually caused by overgripping the gun. So you could see it on the rifle and the pistol, and that happens because a lot of times what happens is that shooters, you know, when they're nervous, they're gonna fall back on something, and that's accuracy. But instead, what they do is they have the whole stupid adage about slow is fast,
Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast.
Smooth is slow. Yeah, slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. Which is wrong. A slow miss is still a slow miss.
Right.
So
So that was something contentious. I've heard from a couple people, like, hey, when Kalani said that slow is smooth, or slow isn't smooth, or slow is just slow,
yeah.
there was a lot of people that said, but if you're smooth, then you're fast, and if you're slow, then
Absolutely.
you're smooth. So-
Absolutely. So what you have is guys out there that are smooth. pretty much the top 10 in our sport are all very smooth. When you watch them shoot, and if you're not running them under a timer, they're going to look kind of slow. Especially there's a bunch of guys out there right now that are super fast when they move. They're almost to the point where they're kind of like Tasmanian devil, and they're just running around, and they look extremely fast. But then you put a timer on them, and they're actually slower than the smooth guys like the Gray Jordans, the Dan Horners, the Keith Garcias. Those guys, they just kind of flow through a stage like water, right? When I see people talk about the slow and smooth thing, the problem is that they actually slow down, and
Right.
that's not right. When you do the slow and smooth kind of deal, when I see it, you want to be smooth when it comes to your aiming. So
Okay. And like weapons transitions, stuff like that.
no, weapon transitions, no, that's wrong. Okay, so slow and smooth only comes to when you're actually shooting. When you're moving around, when you're changing weapons, when you're doing weapon transitions, or you're doing any kind of weapon manipulations like reloads, reholsters, holsters, moving in and out of ports, that you want to do as fast as you can, as safe as you can, but as fast as you possibly can. But once your sights come into your view and they start hovering on the target, that's where you need to smooth it out. And I guess what I mean by that is that people will overcompensate right, left, up, or down, and at that point you're kind of either you're breaking the trigger or you're breaking the shot when the sights are right on the edge of the target, and then you're gonna jerk the trigger or over squeeze the grip, which is usually what happens. Most people don't jerk the trigger. Most people will just milk the grip and just squeeze that gun a little too hard, whether it be with your firing hand or your support hand. And again, if you watch Sean's run, and you watch where his hits actually hit or his misses, hit the splash plate, they were all essentially low.
Right.
So he was just over gripping it, and it happens. I mean, I've done it 100 times. But hey, you know what? If anybody wants to argue with me about the whole slow and smooth thing, you guys find me on Facebook, and it's not a problem at all. I
Did
will
you
talk
say
to you
fight
about
you
it.
on Facebook?
No. Find me on Facebook.
Find you on Facebook.
Find me on Facebook. Not a problem at all.
Catch you outside.
Catch me out, dude. That is the best hashtag ever. So I definitely like it. I'm definitely in the whole hashtag game now. I love hashtags.
Well, I've kind of had some fun sending you some funny things on Instagram because I know you've got a good sense of humor about that type of stuff, and the Catch Me Outside girl has definitely been one of those fun ones.
I can't wait till a shooter shows up with the picture of her on her
God,
on their jersey.
On their jersey. Oh my God, it's gonna be amazing. So Scott Green is up, and he's doing some pantomiming, some mental programming here.
I like Scott. Scott's an up-and-comer shooter. So he kind of falls into the old school ways that his fundamentals are super solid.
Oh, okay.
And that's the way. Those are the kind of shooters that are gonna last. So there's two types of shooters: guys that are fast and guys that are fall back on fundamentals. And Scott's one of those fundamental guys. So I do like watching him shoot. His form is really nice. So we'll see what he does here. At this point, it's just all mental for him. So
Yeah.
he is wearing yellow glasses. I don't like yellow tinted glasses at all. He needs to get away from any kind of tint and just run clears at this point.
Yeah. Do you run a tint during the day?
It depends. It depends. So I got LASIK 4 years ago, and it totally changed my life. So, but yeah. So before I had LASIK and I had contacts, I ran the VR28 from Oakley, which was a nice kind of rosy tint. I ran that all the time. Once I got my LASIK, my eyes are a little more sensitive to the light, and so because of that, I generally run darker and I run the grays.
Mr. Garcia is hovering here. He's gonna join us on the microphone before he gets shooting. Keith, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. It's good to see you, man.
Well, thanks. It's good to see you guys. How are things going?
Things are going well. We are doing a little live stream, a little podcast, a little companion piece to the Three Gun Nation action.
Very good. Very good.
We're watching Mr. Scott Green come up here, and Kalani was just telling us.
Scott, from the best three-gunner that Reno, Nevada has to offer.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true, and it's a little contentious too because what 3 gunners are in Reno? Super passionate.
Oh yeah, they're good guys. But Scott's got them beat. Telling you.
We shot with Scott at Nationals, didn't we, Dave? Was it Scott that we shot?
No, I think he was on a stage behind. Oh. He was on this squad
he
behind us, maybe?
He was around us.
He's had some,
was around us, yeah.
good finishes last year.
He was hanging at, yes.
Yeah, so he's, you know what? If he keeps his nerves in check, he should crush this.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to it. It's all mental right now.
It all comes
but
down to mental. I don't have any nerves because I got to the range at 7 this morning and taught a class all day, and so I'm actually barely awake right now, which has certain advantages to not really giving 2 Fs. But you know it was funny, and this is just between us. Earlier, I was giving an interview, and they're like, "Hey, so what do you hope to gain?" I'm all, "Well, I hope to qualify for the 50,000." And they stopped me, and they're all, "Hey, so you know it's only 10,000 this year." So I literally put down my mic and left. I said, "I think that's second place." so this isn't live, is it?
No.
Can you edit that out?
I don't.
This is just between us, right?
Yeah, this is just for me later.
Good times, gentlemen. Good times. You don't have shooting hats, do you?
These
What do you
are
got?
Vortex hats
Vortex
that
hats.
Ruben from Vortex put on the table
okay.
here.
That's cool. That's very nice. Flex fitted. That's the way to go. I'm gonna take that and put a Cobalt patch on it. Oh, it has
These
it
are
in the
nice
back,
hats,
too.
aren't they? Totally gonna wear one.
No, the Flex fit is the way to go. How are you, Kalani?
I'm doing pretty
It's been
good,
a while. I
man.
haven't seen you since
I've had-
SHOT Show.
I know it's been a
You
while.
stopped sending me the
It's
naked
been a while.
pictures.
I know.
He doesn't love me anymore.
It's because there's no service on the range. So speaking of mental game, you said your nerves are fried because you taught a class today. You've been up since.
My nerves aren't fried. I'm just tired. I mean, I went and taught a shotgun class and had some great guys and had a couple people who physically never really shot a shotgun before. So it was like, whoa, okay. So we had to kind of, I didn't want to hold the whole class back, so we had to give them a quick tutorial, get them up and running so we could get moving. But everybody did good, and I think everybody came away with something. It's just when you're doing that, being the safety officer and demoing every drill and explaining stuff, mentally and physically, it's a little bit tired. So I asked to shoot on Saturday, but that didn't work out. So we'll, but you know, it might work out better because I think it's going to be raining tomorrow. And I probably would have fallen down or something.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
This might work out better.
So Keith, is it difficult to manage like an entire class of different skill levels?
Yeah.
And how do you do that?
You know, the way I do it, I like to keep. Oh, we're taking a picture here, people.
Yeah. It's all about the gram, everybody.
So
Thank you.
the way I do it, everybody gets an opportunity to work from a specific location. So they don't hold anybody back. They can work at their own speed. I give them the drills, have them practice the drills. I come to them individually so I can see how they're doing, give them tips. Then they shoot them live, and then I put them on a timer so they can get a time. So everybody's really working at their own pace. And the only thing is they all come down and come down to my end, and I do a demo and show them how to do it. Then I have them work on their own. So everybody can work at their own pace and learn at their own level and speed stuff. So at the end of the day, I think people get more out of it that way because everybody can do it. And nobody's holding anybody back. Nobody's angry because somebody else feels like they should be learning more. Everybody gets all the techniques.
Yeah. Okay. So when you teach a class like that, without giving away the secret sauce, because you are going to be doing a bunch more of these coming up at other regionals, what sort of things can people expect? And then do you give homework?
Yeah, absolutely. The whole thing is you're not going to master anything in the class. You're going to learn a bunch of techniques to load the gun, keep it loaded, manage recoil, really shoot the gun fast and accurately with both birdshot and slugs. Learn how chokes work, and you're going to have a bunch of different loads you have to take home and practice. At the end of the day, you're not going to be able to master anything in the class. We have 8 hours to cover a bunch of stuff. So I have people take notes. I give them a drill. They write down the drill. They do the drill. They practice the drill. After I demonstrate it, I work with them, give them a time to do it on the timer, and then they write down their time. We move on to the next one. So when they go back to their notes, they'll have a roadmap on how to improve.
Awesome. And it's cool to have that type of thing to be able to walk away from a class from, rather than just like, here's some shooting techniques. Well, see you later.
Well, at the end of the day, a lot of people, classes I've been to, they they give you drills to shoot, and which are cool. They're fun. You burn up ammo. But a lot of people now with this 3-gun thing, you need to learn techniques because you can shoot a lot and you practice at home and not really get much done. Like shotgun, you can shoot all day and get a sore shoulder, but other than that, you're not going to have a lot of advantage unless you actually practice some techniques that are going to make things more fast and efficient for you.
Keith.
Keith's awesome.
Keith is so awesome, isn't he?
Jeez, Lapede.
Gee, I had to slip him some money. So, yeah. Lakers under the table right now.
Did you notice
Yes.
the Steadicam that came by, got an establishing shot of us, sitting here talking on the mics and everything. Went over, got a good shot of Mike Whitesides.
Mm-hmm.
Well, between us, since this is just between us,
Yes.
Mike Whitesides flies down right now. So I'm wondering if that was on the live stream.
Mike. Hey, you're letting the dog out.
Your flies down, buddy.
Don't let the dogs out. Well, they came by earlier with the live stream. They're like, focus it in on your crotch. They did a whole 30-second piece on your dick. Scott, we're trying to freeze out Scott here.
Yeah, what's happening?
He's down there for a
There's
long
a lot
time.
of,
He looks a little nervous. I bet you could make a diamond in his butthole right now. All you need is put a piece of coal in there, Laker. Charcoal. Go by the barbecue and help us out.
I might get a raise, man.
How about a clay pigeon?
From my sponsor. He's my shotgun sponsor.
Is it? Who? Oh yeah, that's right.
Whitesides?
Yeah, Whitesides.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Because you gave him the heads up about his fly being down.
No, the coal.
The coal.
The coal in the butt. Yeah, we do that stuff stateside here. So
Stateside.
Stateside.
Oh man, he is actually gramming right now. He's on the IG machine. Look
He
at him.
is, dude.
He's all over it.
He's
a
deep in the
machine.
DMs. You know what goes down in the DMs?
There's some stuff in the DMs. I don't want to go in the DMs. It's kind of like the dark web, or
Yeah.
the deep web. I don't go in there either.
Yeah, nobody wants that. So seriously though, what's going on here? Why are they?
Come on, Green. Jesus, what are we waiting on? Just fucking holding us the show.
just icing the kicker.
Have we loaded? Is this the second shooter? Hasn't gone yet? I'm last, man.
it's the
This
second shooter.
This is terrible.
Oh, you're last?
I'm gonna have to pee again.
That's what happens when you're so good, brother.
You're right. You know what? I beat Birdsall last year. That's all that matters.
You did.
We were in the finals, and they're like, "Hey, you got to shoot again." I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "Well, there's a runner up." I'm like, "Oh, really?" And they're like, "You got to shoot against Rick." I'm like, "Oh, cool. How much is that for?" They're like, $5,000. Oh, sweet. That worked out really well.
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't want to make this weird because I know you don't listen to the show, Keith. But
What?
Kalani actually was giving advice to Birdsall
During the match.
during the match.
Not against when he shot against me though. Just when he shot against Greg, right?
Greg, yeah.
a
Was Greg
little
or-
bit for Jordan, but
Was it Mark?
That
No, huh? He went against Mark, right?
He shot against Mark, and then he shot against Greg, then he shot against me.
He knocked out Mark, right?
Yeah.
And then he went against Greg.
He went to the third round against Greg
Yeah.
too. He shot really well.
He did.
Yep.
And it was the Jedi advice, right?
Right? We told him if you can't be nervous with a thumb in your ass.
It's not true at all.
No. Once it's in there, you can't be nervous because the nerves are like
Deep
well,
breaths,
Is it
deep
going to
breaths.
hurt when it goes in? Once it's in there, you're fine. This isn't live, is it?
No,
I don't think so. Let me check.
Hey-o.
Could you get service out here? Oh,
Barely.
damn.
Oh yeah, it's live.
It is kind of live. Oh boy.
It's live-ish.
Does anybody watch this show?
One.
We got one person watching.
Yeah.
Excellent. So
We haven't advertised it because it's buffering. So
Okay.
basically the idea is,
But we're going to advertise it tomorrow.
yeah,
Good.
because we're recording it.
Good.
So I'll put it up
All right.
when
so
it's done.
so if I don't do well, just X this part out.
I'll make a mental note.
Hashtag.
Hashtag mental note.
That's a good one here.
Hashtag.
Tactical, right?
Hashtag.
That's a good one.
Hash tactical.
Yeah, that's a chick who runs a page in, I think, Southern California.
Yeah.
Oh,
Second Amendment rights page as well.
Yeah. Yeah. They do a
It's,
lot of good work down there.
It's the bait and switch, right? She gets you in with the gun photos.
Right.
And then
hits you up for a donation.
exactly, and it's a good cause, and I'm kind of jealous I didn't think of it.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's good.
It's a great concept, yeah, for sure.
How are those new Cobalt rifles treating you, Kalani?
So I got I got the 2017 team rifles.
Nice.
They're all shooting.
So are you guys all shooting the dark gray cobalt?
it's our option.
Mine hasn't come yet, but
that
these
is
guys got their guns. I got one, they all got three. I don't know how
insane.
that happened. The team captain got iced out. So yeah, it's a good-looking gun, right?
Yeah, it's
So
gorgeous.
I have one coming, and I'm gonna see if it feels better. You know, that's why I call it Kalani.
Oh no,
It's
Oh,
kinda,
no, you didn't.
Oh yeah.
Kalani. So you have one of yours set up as a PCC though.
So yeah,
What's going
so
on
we got a receiver set, and we have a lot of freedom to do a lot of testing on the Cobalt guns. That's one of the reasons why we work so closely with Cobalt, is that they value our opinion because we are out there shooting every single day. I went ahead and took it upon myself to work in a 9mm PCC since it's such a big movement right now in the shooting community. It's ridiculous. It's beautiful and it shoots like a beautiful high-end rifle should shoot. So
Awesome.
the problem with that is that whenever I miss, it's my fault.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
That's the problem with good stuff.
That's a problem with a really
If you
good
have
gun.
some crappy gun with some crappy ammo, you're like, hey, yeah, this thing really won't do it. But then when you got a gun that actually shoots minute of angle out to like 400 yards, like, this is really nice.
Yeah.
And so when you're missing, you're like, guys are like, wow, what's wrong with him?
It's my fault.
Dude, I got the ultimate excuse for my match tomorrow.
Drinking?
I have the second ultimate excuse for my match tomorrow. Borrowed gun.
Oh no.
Oh,
no, that's
man.
the first excuse. Why did you borrow a gun?
So Tishhauser was going to come down here, right?
Yeah.
And shoot unlimited PCC.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, we need some more people in this division so we can get a prize table. And I'm like, cool, I'll do it. because there's a lot of people that listen to the show that shoot PCC, and I've never shot it. So I feel like
That's a fun.
to talk
it's
about
fun.
it, I should shoot it. So I was like, cool, I'll do this match. And then Tishhauser is not coming down.
Why?
It's going to rain.
That fucking pussy. Jesus Christ. Hey, JT, that your Gucci glasses aren't gonna melt in the fucking rain. Jesus Christ.
So quick question, swear words. Do you want me to bleep them or just let them fly?
I don't care.
Okay.
Especially when it's about fucking Dick Hauser. I can't believe he's seriously not coming because it's gonna rain.
Yeah.
Fuck. Seriously.
Professional shooter.
What's up with your boy? He's not a professional shooter anymore. He's a weekend warrior now. I mean, come on. This guy, his top sponsor is a knife sponsor, for Christ's sakes. So, at the end of the day, if he's not coming when it's raining, there's not a lot of money in the pot for that. Now, if we were to tell Cobalt, yeah, it was raining, so we decided not to go, that wouldn't fly too well.
The roots of 3-gun is in the whole practical, tactical realm of of shooting, and unfortunately, sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's wet, and sometimes it's muddy.
I can remember.
Sometimes there's hurricanes.
Right. I was standing, the worst time I had was at the old F&H match. I'm standing by a burn barrel that is.
That was one of the best matches ever.
It's burn, it's barely burning, but heat's barely coming off of it. And me and Jerry Mishlik have our hands like right
It's
in
like
there,
55
trying to
gallon
warm
drums
up.
to warm
I'm
up.
from
It was
California.
horrible.
He's
It was
from
horrible.
Louisiana. We're both standing there looking at each other like, what are we doing
So,
here?
that
And
was-
all of a sudden, I look up. And it starts to snow, and I put my hand out, and sure as shit, a snowflake lands in my hand, and I'm looking at it, and I look at Jerry, I'm like, I'm gonna go home. It's snowing. It's snowing, Jerry.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because that was actually the first match that me and Keith roomed together at.
Oh,
2012.
So when it all happened.
the romance
all
was born.
happened.
That's when it all
That was before the
happened.
DMs.
Stars.
There was no DMs back there. It was DL. He had it on the down low. But
That was gnarly, dude.
was a good time.
That was back when
Yeah.
when 3-gun was paying cash,
Yeah.
and cash is always king.
Cash is the
Yeah.
king.
It's it packs easily and it goes color.
That's
true.
I like it. It matches everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was cool because there was a time when me, Kalani, Jesse, Outson was on there for a while. Who else was on that season?
Tommy Thacker,
Tommy Thacker,
Hanish.
Hanish,
So old school guys, man.
Yeah.
Pat Kelly.
Bat Kelly. Yeah, dude. So we went out and we would shoot the whole match together.
Yeah.
And they'd film that for the show.
True super squads.
And yeah, that was wild. Burkett for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Matt was there. We had that was just a great time. Just a great time. What's the chances Green's not going to fall down now? I think he's held his breath for 16 minutes.
He's been staying with his legs locked for 15 minutes.
I wonder what song he's humming.
Scott, breathe through your belly button, man. Breathe through your belly button.
Eye of the tiger.
Relax.
Big fans. Big fans.
Do a couple laps, man. Do a couple laps. Why are they icing the kicker? What happened?
Wi-Fi died. Are you kidding me?
we got Wi-Fi.
Wow.
Holy.
My iPhone 7 Plus, plug.
So did you buy like an adapter or some kind of booster or something?
I did.
Okay.
And it didn't work.
And so you're draining all the stuff that 3Good Nation should have. Way to go, Dave. Hey, we're gonna go live on Dave's cam because he's taking all the signal. Jesus. Now I'm gonna have to go take a dump. Man, I thought we'd get this done.
So, in my defense, they have like their own satellite service. Like they went legit.
Wow.
3Good Nation.
Yeah, they've got their own little.
Apparently, it's the one that routes through Taiwan or something. And,
Well-
I think the stars are in the way.
So I made this mistake one time. When you buy like the off-brand from eBay, it's set up for the Australian satellites rather than the North American, and that's probably what the problem is.
So you only have to go a certain time of year in a certain part of the country. It works when you have southern sky exposure. Right.
Clear view of the southern sky.
Clear view of the
You know what-
southern sky.
It's crazy, Keith. If I can't tell you what direction north, south, east, and west are here in Texas. Everything
Yeah.
looks the same, man.
It's-
Colorado.
My
I grew up
GPS even goes circle. It just kind
I
Oh,
of.
grew up my entire.
We didn't know you came in through the fucking field. The farmer's sit across the range. How did Laker work?
I did, dude.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, he came in the wrong way.
GPS put me in through the backside while people were shooting, and I'm like
Oh,
dodging
God.
bullets and stuff. Seriously, I'm
Only
not joking.
Laker.
It was crazy.
Only Laker.
I shot back, man.
I grew up in Colorado my whole life. You know, mountains are on the west. You know what
Yeah, you
direction
know.
it is.
Well, same
all
thing
the
like being in
time.
California.
Yeah.
Water's
Ocean.
on the
Yeah.
west.
Water's on the west.
And you know exactly where you're going here.
Exactly.
Here, yeah, it's a little more challenging.
A little bit, yeah. So
At least there's a little bit of rolling hills here, and then everything like north and west is really nice.
It is,
Going
yeah.
that direction, it's a little flat, but the rest of it's nice.
I got to tell you, West Texas was interesting. I drove from Austin to Vegas for SHOT Show. West Texas was super flat. Like I now know where the Roadrunner and the Coyote live. It was
Yeah,
interesting.
that stretch through New Mexico,
Yeah.
Arizona is.
It was long, dude.
Yeah, I took my motorcycle from California to Key West and up to New York and back across
wow.
when I was 21. It took 5 weeks with a buddy of mine.
Jeez.
He rode on the back, and we went all over.
Just go, man.
But I tell you what, my tire after you got through over the Rocky Mountains, got over the Continental Divide, it was flat. It's straight
Yeah.
all the way to Florida, then all the way up.
like downhill.
There's a little bit of stuff like going through West Virginia and stuff. You know, it's kind of pretty, and Pennsylvania. But when you come back across, you get on. What was it, 80, and you just go, and Nebraska and all that. It's like, whew, we're just going, and it's fine in a car, but on a motorcycle, it's like I'd like to turn once in a while. Yeah, that wasn't the case, but it was. We had a good time. We slept on the side of the road and stuff, so it was a good way to feel the country.
Yeah, definitely
Really feel it.
something to do in your early 20s.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it now. I'll tell you that
Yeah,
now.
no kidding.
And my butt hurt so much at that time. I haven't done it much since then. All right, Green looks like the Wi-Fi's back.
There we
green
go.
is green. There's no way that the green didn't get iced on that one. What's he sending a quick text?
Jason, there is only beer in there.
Jason, there's only beer.
That is only beer. Poor Tilkey's trying to find his daughter something to drink in my cooler. There's only beer in there.
It's only beer.
Oh, I got it. I thought you were trying to get it for your daughter.
Hey, so Jesse, went ahead and commented on our Facebook picture I sent out. He goes, "Is this live streaming?"
So no, unfortunately, no signal.
Should I tell him check out tomorrow's raining?
Yeah, but his is right. Yours is streaming, right?
It trying to. It's not really doing a great job.
You taking donations to support the show?
Thanks, buddy.
Nice.
Appreciate
nice.
that.
There's some used condoms and a chewed piece of gum that you'll find on my seat.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Thanks, Nick.
We're talking about beast hunters.
There's an extra mic over here.
Yeah, jump on, Nick.
No, you're not. The signal's going to go down again. I feel bad.
All right.
I feel
Hey, now we got it
kind of
good.
bad for
Hey-o.
Scott. 'Cause now he's trying to stretch out again. That's a lot of man
Yeah.
to stretch out.
That's actually pretty tough.
Sometimes it just makes
And
you
you're
focus.
just standing there the whole time. There's a whole lot to deal with.
Sometimes it makes you focus hard. Sometimes you just got to get hard.
It's true. Stream is excellent.
All right.
We
there
got the
go.
powerful stream.
We got the Japanese
what it says.
satellite
Yeah.
instead of the Australian satellite.
Yeah, no kidding. Thanks, Lan.
Lan tapped into Three Gun Nation satellite for us, and that's why theirs went down. But we're going strong. Yeah.
Hashtag
Wait a
dissident
minute.
arms.
This doesn't look like it's live. I can't see myself
Oh, it's
shaking my
buffering.
fist.
Dang it.
Buffering. Are you the one that's watching?
It's very well could be, man.
So we can really say anything.
Well, I think
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think Jesse wants to
Wants to share it, yeah.
share.
Scott's
I'll-
Oh, Scott's
yes.
going?
Okay, Scott's going. Here we go.
Oh, man, he's actually running
He's
for it,
actually
too.
faster than I am.
There you go. Come on, buddy.
What are you cheering for him for?
I'm
Couple
just cheering
extra
for
shots
everybody,
on
man.
the
I'm
pistol.
happy. I'm a happy man. What's he have on the front of his rifle? Is that a camera?
Nice little one for
Hope
one.
not.
Oh, man, he had a pretty good run there.
There you go.
21-61.
That's
Yeah,
a
the
respectable run
I
right
think
there.
2 extra
Not
shots
bad.
with the pistol. The rifle was clean and shotgun was clean. So yeah, good run.
Yeah, I think I saw like an 1845 from Tilke.
Yeah, don't look for that stuff in a match. Man.
Yeah.
Those guys are out here
Yeah,
knee deep in
Scott-
brass shooting and training.
You know-
I shot one time and left. I went home and took a shower. Went back to the hotel, took a shower because I
Thanks
was
for that, by
tired.
the way.
No, yeah, it's good. I smell better now. But the it was pretty bad. These guys were doing a lot of shooting, but I'm like, one good run to make sure the guns work, and then it comes down to just keeping your stuff together when the beep goes beep.
And again,
Don't
all
drop
mental,
again.
like you were saying. So do you do any sort of like rehearsal or anything after the
Oh yeah,
shower?
you just visualize it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just visualize.
When you visualize it, is it
You-
first
you
person
visualize-
or do you
yeah,
when I
third
visualize it,
person?
I'm naked. I just want you to know that. I'm gonna leave you with that picture.
Thanks, Keith. Take
Thanks,
care,
Keith.
brother. Good luck.
Good luck,
tonight.
man. Have fun, man.
I do more good. I got to pee.
I
It's
tell
always
you,
nice to have some cameos in here.
tell you what, and can you cameo with a bigger personality than Keith? Comes in here, drops more swear words than I have.
He's like,
social
"See ya."
security digits, and then he's like, "All right, this isn't live, right? Well, see you later."
No, he's good. Let's get back to some, now that he's gone. Let's talk serious. Again. So.
Can I pause for just a moment
Sure.
before we do that? I want to say that my buddies at Grimm Brothers Brew House in Loveland, Colorado, really came through. They sent us a ton of beer, and everyone out on the range is enjoying the beer. And there's more people coming, and they're gonna grab some beer from the beer cooler too.
So I saw that there was 3 flavors.
There
Mine
are.
so far is the 3 golden hairs.
You like that one?
Yes, I've
Yeah.
had
So
one. I've had one.
So these guys, Grimm Brothers Brew House, obviously it is based on fables, right? So
Okay.
every one of their like 3 golden hairs, they have Snowdrop, Master Thief. It's all based on fairy tales, right? So these guys are super 2A friendly.
Nice.
I've known these guys for like 7 or 8 years. Always been really cool. And I told them, hey, we're going to be in Texas. Got a couple hundred people are going to be on the range. We're going to be having a good time watching some shooting. Would you like to supply some refreshments? And they were like, heck yeah.
Yeah.
So here they are.
That's great, man. I mean, we always appreciate it. And, our community always pays back. So
Yeah.
we're in, dude. You guys getting some stores down there in Phoenix? I'm in.
That's right. So pick up some Grimm Brothers beer because they support our drinking habit here on the range. Joining us now is Sean Oleski. How you doing, man?
I'm all right.
You all right?
Yeah.
Look at
Talk loud.
not if you
testing,
whisper, buddy.
Testing.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah. So we saw you shoot.
Yep.
Had a little problem hooking up on the pistol.
Yep.
What was going on out
I
there?
don't know. Coming in, I was the most confident with pistol, and I think I just got a little overconfident and didn't put much focus into it. And then that last shot, I called a good shot, and it didn't fall, and I
Yeah, I saw
Kinda
that.
pull
You
back
almost
Okay, so
done.
you know what you did when you went back to it, you made sure that it went down to 1 shot.
That's
And
true.
That's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I don't think we've met, man.
I'm
Kalani.
Sean. Yeah.
Sean, nice to meet you, man.
Just listened to your interview yesterday.
I've heard that a lot.
A lot of people listen to that, dude.
I heard one guy's like, "Hey, man, I was taking notes." I said, "On what?" I don't know what exactly did I say that you were taking notes on. Because there's not a test or a quiz coming on. Just cash me outside on Facebook.
How about that?
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, dude. That was a fun interview, but I think people got a lot from it too. And
I think so.
It's wildly popular. It's probably like the 3rd or 4th most popular
Nice.
podcast. Nick Atkinson, Cobalt teammate Nick Atkinson is up right now.
Here comes Nick. Earlier we were talking about fundamentals.
Yes.
And Nick is one of those top 10 guys that he relies upon fundamentals 100% of the time. And you're going to see it right here.
Yep, Nick with the fast footwork.
So he
Nick
had
is fast on the pistol.
Well, he's fast follow-ups also.
Yeah. Oh,
There you go.
that
Stay on
last
it,
play
stay
was a
on
little
it.
rough.
There you go. Pound it. Out.
22-25.
Oh, he's about a half second slower than
Yep.
Then Scott.
last Scott.
Yep. That was a good run for him. A couple makeup shots on the pistol, but like you said, his makeup shots are super fast. Had a little problem with that last plate
Play on
falling.
the rifle. Yeah.
Notice he took the time to make a good grip with the pistol.
Yeah.
He took that extra half a second.
You know, the thing is that so in our game, you'll either see us, kind of move through through an array where you kind of, you have to do the whole balance between action and speed and movement and what's a proper sight picture and proper grip. Here, is there 9 or 8? Is there 8 or 9 pistol targets you got? Or is
10,
there
I
10?
think.
There's
10.
10.
I think so.
So at that point, yeah, you might as well take an extra second
Yeah.
to adjust your grip and make sure that it's nice and perfect for you. You see Jerry Mikulik do that all the time.
Take an extra
especially on,
little
especially on
bit to
TV.
get up to
You see him,
the
if you
grip.
guys watching in the TV with Jerry, is that man when he gets to a position, I mean you can see him just kind of squeezing and kind of scissoring his grip
Yeah.
together, and I'm like, dude, I'm just launching rounds by then, right? But
Yeah.
I'm miking everything, and but Jerry goes in there, he goes, and then he burns it down with splits that I could never duplicate. But so he's
Yeah,
smart.
Pretty amazing dude for sure. We got Keen Brown up here making ready.
Oh yeah, this is Mr. Blue Jeans, huh? This is sick,
yeah.
The
dude.
country boy.
Dude, is he in boots too?
Those are actually hiking boots.
Oh man.
I have seen him shoot in boots.
Dude, if he was in cowboy boots, we could have boosted our freaking spectators by 500,000 people, man. Darn.
I know.
Missed opportunity, man. Here's a guy that needs to cash me outside on Facebook, and we'll figure this stuff out, dude. Get his brand, get him branding and branded, and get him some Justins
This
or
is his
some
second year.
Ariats.
Yeah, it's second year in the Pro Series.
Yeah.
I've shot with him a couple of years. He's always made it up. He's from New Mexico. Always made it up to all the Colorado matches.
Yeah, he won the Colorado match last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs cowboy boots, man.
So,
now I'm upset.
Only unsponsored.
Is that a
shooter out
Browning
there?
A5?
It is
it
Browning
Browning?
A5. Yeah.
Good for him, man. I ran
Well,
one
look
of
at
those
that.
for about 6 months. It
Look
was
at that
awesome.
weekend load.
Wow, still?
Yeah. I don't know if he quad loads in matches or what, but
Oh,
I mean,
man.
obviously
You
it
don't have
doesn't
any
matter.
quad
here,
Yeah, those
right?
were the only he had on his belt.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
all
is
he's
that right?
got. That's all he's
Wow.
got right now.
Those caddies.
Look at him, dude. Good for you, buddy.
Yeah. Only guy out here in a t-shirt tonight?
And jeans.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Hiking boots.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is everyone else sponsored shooters, got shooter jerseys and stuff.
How old is he, anyways? Anybody know?
I don't.
I want to say he's 19, maybe 20.
Jeez, man.
That's
Good
my
for him.
guess.
Yeah, dude. He's in Wranglers and hiking boots. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Old school Blade Tech. Man,
I got his
This-
wallet in his back
this
pocket.
is, yeah. This is my setup from like 2011. I'd say this is my setup right here.
He needs a checkbook sticking out.
Some nostalgia.
Sure, man. No one's going to take them.
Yeah, we'll be here whenever you're ready.
Oh, dude, we still got a couple more stages, huh, tonight?
Yeah? Can't hear, but Nick's saying he's going to be eliminated.
I think Three Gun Show needs to roll out some cots.
I'm down.
Some lazy boys or something.
I got a trailer right over there, man.
we got a trailer, huh?
Yeah.
Is there free candy? Free ice cream?
I got some
Free beer.
Greek yogurt. You like Greek yogurt?
Sure. Is that code for something else?
Nope.
Oh.
Unfortunately not.
Never mind.
It's just Greek yogurt.
I'm good. Sorry, man. Keith starts rubbing off on you,
Yeah, he does that.
in a couple ways. It's pretty bad.
And
Here we go. Oh, is Nick coming in? Thank you.
joining us, Nick Atkinson.
What's happening, Mom? Am I on?
Here we go.
You are on,
Here we
buddy.
go, man.
What's happening?
The Rhinestone Cowboy shooting. Let's do it.
Yeah, he's gonna beat me.
Yes, there we go.
That
It looks like he's shooting a Beretta 92. What's he shooting?
That was pretty rough.
2011.
Oh,
But you know what? This stage is won or lost on the rifle.
yeah.
Is it?
Every time.
And he's got one makeup plate there too. Went past it.
You know, I thought, here, we'll let this wrap up here. Oh, no, I got him.
23:48.
What was
got it
I?
by 2 seconds.
What was I?
You were 22 and a lot.
22 and some.
Yeah, so pistol, what you don't realize when you walk up there is how bad that shadow is going to be on your pistol sight until you actually pick it up and look at it.
You know,
But
we
don't you
hear
get a sight
that
picture on
every
that?
single time, and still no lights from the top.
Can you guys run lasers?
I wish.
That'd
I'd
be
crush it
awesome.
with a laser.
I know you would.
But, you know, my pistol run wasn't bad. My rifle run wasn't bad
rifle
until I
was
got to
bad.
that last plate.
Yeah.
Was I 5 for 5 on the first 5? Or did I have a makeup in there?
I think you might have one
you had
makeup,
one makeup.
on the second or third place. It was fast.
Mike.
Right, right.
Because
so
I mentioned
I got to that last plate, and I actually came off the gun because I thought it was a hit. So that's what killed me. I shot it. I saw a good break, and I heard what I thought was a hit on the plate, and I went to drop the gun, and the plate didn't move, so I had to come back on it, and I just killed me. Shotgun was pretty fast, though.
Shotgun was pretty fast.
So kind of saved it there, but I don't think.
You sped up on the shotgun as you got going too.
That's what I like to do. I like to
Yeah.
start off smooth, and then once the rhythm gets going, then really dial it. Because, you know, if you get a little out of control in those last 3 or 4 shots, then it doesn't matter because you don't have anything after that.
Right.
So it's technique, Dave. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was Kalani.
That was Kalani.
But, yeah. So anyway, that's the update on how bad I suck. So,
But Nick, you're known as the Eliminator. Are you going to go in?
oh,
and,
I'm sure I'm going to be in
smoke
the.
it or what?
I'm going to be in the eliminator for sure. What do y'all want? So I have a feeling I'm going to be choosing the elimination run.
What are you gonna choose?
What do
You
y'all
gonna
want to
choose the
see?
array?
What do y'all want to see? What do you want to see?
I don't want you to know what I want to see.
Shotgun's just too easy.
Yeah, shotgun's kind of boring, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is.
I like the rifle, but then when people suck on the rifle, it's really excruciating to watch. Makes me uncomfortable.
Pistol's the same way. I think pistol's worse whenever people really.
You know,
Bone
but
it on
those
the
are
pistol.
what 10 by 10 inch plates. They're huge.
At 11
so
yards.
when you hook up on something like
Yeah, it
that,
does look cool,
it's
doesn't
a
But
it's a
the
riot.
Same thing goes for the plate rack with the rifle. When you hook up on it, it's impressive. It's just wing, 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 and everybody's like, I might as well not even shoot.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever you do, you should do it fast.
I don't know. I tend to lean on rifle, offhand rifle, because I like
Yeah.
to shoot rifle offhand. So
That reminds me, I shot at your home range, Copperhead Creek. Shot one of their local matches.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's why Nick is always talking about offhand rifle.
I've never shot it. I've shot one local match up there.
Really?
I don't shoot local matches, dude. I travel
Well, I
so
thought
much.
maybe you used to.
I mean, I did like 2 years ago, but
Right.
that wasn't at Copperhead. There weren't any matches
okay.
out there really.
Well, dude, they just all kinds of offhand rifle.
Yeah.
All kinds of offhand rifle opportunities.
yeah. All right, so here we go with
Tilke's up
Tilke.
here. Tilke's got a cool last name.
We told me we were gonna start calling him Tickle.
Tickle, that's an even better last name.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. Uh-oh.
And he's trying to go,
no,
jam on the
malfunction.
rifle.
All right, well, I'm still alive because there's no way he's beating 22. I guess are we supposed to be doing play-by-play here?
24-71.
already told the whole audience I'm
Yeah.
a really bad play-by-play.
So Nick, this
They can
Lonnie's
watch
back,
it.
by the way.
we can reset a little bit here. So this is a companion piece to the Three Gun Nation live stream.
Okay.
And so it's basically whatever we want it to be. Us sitting here talking about the crazy things that Keith came here and talked about.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it involved Asia.
Yes.
Yes, it did.
In fact, it did. In fact,
And
it did.
probably some things that happened in alleys.
Yep.
Expensive watches, knives.
Not yet.
knives.
Knives. Yeah. He
So I'm like 4 for 5 here.
he did probably like a good 60 seconds on Tischhauser.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Did he tell you about the
What
knife
was
we
that?
sent him?
Roasted him a little bit. No.
No one knows about that. I was surprised ZT never said anything about that.
Yeah, so
Hey.
I guess ZT knew that it was Jesse's birthday, so they said something about sending him a knife. So we had the idea of they took some blue like rhinestones and
yeah, I did see
glued
that.
it all over the knife and sent it to him as
So
a
that was
special
a
edition.
gift
JT
from-
special edition.
Yeah, that was a gift from Cobalt through ZT to JT.
No kidding.
All right, so
That's what we do. We're givers.
you
comes
are
Keith.
givers. Yeah.
Hey, we're already to Keith.
Yeah, dude, he's the top-ranked guy
You know,
for this flight.
Nick actually gave me 60 cents before he sat down.
I think it was
So
more than 60 cents, wasn't it?
I
Well,
might have
there's a-
lost.
I
Oh,
think
yeah,
there's
it
some
was
trash
70
in there.
cents.
Dang.
Yeah, and a rubber band.
No,
That might
I
have been
give you
in
the
my
rubber
pocket
band.
already.
That's for your hair. So what do you think about Keith here, Kalani?
I think he's going to be fine.
You think he's gonna connect with a sub 20?
Yes. Why not? Why
he had a
not?
19 in practice, didn't he?
No, I did. Keith ran 22 in practice.
And then Tilke had like an 18.5 in
Yeah,
practice.
he did have one really good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Tilke's been around for a long
He has.
time.
here's
Yeah.
what I'm
He
going to
comes in
predict
and
with
shoots.
Keith. I think he's going to go out there and moderate his speed to go 1 for 1 and probably end up at about 21. That's what I'm going to call. Because right now the pressure's off. I mean, he doesn't have to go out there and tear. He doesn't have to light it up. The best run out there is a what? A 21 what?
250, something like that.
Yeah,
48, I think.
that's coasting.
Yeah.
You know, so as long as he can hook up, not have too many makeups. If he has like 3 makeups on pistol, 3 makeups on rifle, it's going to be close. But he goes 1 for 1 on pistol, and then makes it out of the plate rack with 1 or 2 makeups. He'll be sub 21, I think.
Awesome. Sub 21.
Sounds like a clothing store in the mall.
Does.
Did that take? Did that take a minute?
Yeah, take a second, man. So we're
Or
sponsored
a strip
tonight
club.
by Grim Brothers
Brothers
Brew
Brewhouse.
House.
I don't know
You
what
know,
you're talking
and
about.
I never actually get to part B, but we are powered by Nick Miller.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're hooked up to his generator over
Nice.
there. Yeah. Nick Miller is juicing up this entire thing, so thank you,
Nice.
Nick, Team Dissident Arms. What a
A
cool
Honda
dude.
Oh, yeah.
generator.
And also supported by Armalite Rifles.
Nice. Nice. And we're giving away Vortex hats.
We are. Unfortunately, it's not live, so you have to actually
well.
physically be here to get a Vortex
Why
hat.
are you not doing a live stream?
No signal.
We're running on Australian
You
satellites.
don't have any signal?
Not signal enough to translate a live stream anyway.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah,
Is that what our problem
bummer.
is over here?
They've actually got like an actual satellite hookup,
But
so
it's not working?
I don't know what the other problem is, but
I don't know. All I know is they said it was not working for a little while, and then we started shooting again, so I don't know if it's working or
yeah,
not.
I think it's working now. Here's Keith.
He
giving
looks
us the
grumpy.
up
He looks
high.
serious.
He looks grumpy. I don't know if that's serious or not. He looks
I don't know.
grumpy, man.
Maybe he's thinking about all the rain we're going to have to
Yeah.
drudge through tomorrow. Are you going to be out
I
here
brought-
doing this tomorrow? What are you going to do if it's raining? Do it from the truck or
We're
something?
doing inside the camper.
Yeah, dude. We'll we'll pull my camper over here, back it in. Do you? Can you bring him?
Yeah, but you're not going to be
cool.
able to run all these cords and shit on the ground
We'll pick him up off the ground.
and just let him
I'll
get
hold
We
wet.
did him at nationals.
Okay.
Here we go, Keith.
Let's see what Keith can do here. To the pistol pretty clean.
Oh,
no.
and a jam.
No.
Holy shit.
Pistol jam.
Well, what's he at right now? What's the time at? I
14
can't see.
A lot.
14.
I don't know. There's a camera
Okay,
guy in
wow.
the way.
He did the
Oh.
same thing I did. except-
Dismounted the rifle and still had that plate left.
Well, fellas, I guess I'm not going to be the eliminator this time. What the hell? What the hell?
Did you make it with 22?
30-27.
Congrats.
I don't know. I mean, that's rough. I gotta go hug him. Give him a ball tap.
Oh,
He's
Jacob, come
upset.
over here, buddy.
All right.
Jacob, come get on camera, buddy.
All right, guys. So we got a treat for you tonight. We got Jacob Betzworth.
Jacob, MF, and Bedsworth.
We call him the Diesel.
So,
Whoa, hold on a second. Was that slide on me?
no.
Okay, because I
Sean,
shoot open.
thanks for joining
How about
us,
you?
buddy.
I still shoot 3-gun.
You do?
I just cheat a lot.
So, Kalani, let me tell you a little story. Do you remember when we had our interview at the Palazzo, and there was that big drunk dude that came up, and we were like, oh, shit, we thought some shit was
and I was
gonna
trying
go
not to
down?
make eye contact with
Yeah.
him.
That was Jacob.
That was you,
Yeah,
brother.
so I was totally faking it. I wasn't drunk at all.
Dude, he was playing drunk.
Oh yeah,
and-
me neither. Me neither.
Yeah.
Me
but I
neither.
just went up
I'm
there-
never drunk.
So I went up there to mess with you guys. I just totally went up there to mess with you guys, and
And I gave him the wave off
gives me
because
this,
I thought he
gives
was.
me this look like a beat it nerd, you know. So
Well,
I leave. I was
dude-
like, man, he's getting serious, you know.
But-
were working.
And I'll be honest, man. I felt bad about this for weeks because I've never seen you with any facial hair ever.
Yep.
And you did not have a baseball cap on.
You look like a street bum.
Yeah, right. No, I
Well,
just
and
gotta,
you were, yeah. So and I'm trying to make eye contact with Kalani,
Right,
and
right.
stuff like that. And so my sincere apologies.
no worries. I just got a new assignment at work, so I can finally grow facial hair for the first time in my entire life.
Oh really?
Yeah, so
It looks great.
I'm taking full advantage of it. I dye it, so it's
I
darker
can't,
for the camera and such. but-
I can't wait till I can grow facial hair too.
Yeah, I
You
know.
let me know.
so.
As soon as my balls drop, dude, it's gonna be awesome.
Also joining us is Ruben Alex, and Ruben, welcome back to the show, man.
Hey, how's it going, Dave?
It's going well. How
you hear
doing?
me?
I can.
Perfect. Good. Doing good. It's fun. Beautiful night.
It's a gorgeous night.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is the last of the dryness, huh? Tomorrow starts the.
Yeah.
Don't say such things.
Did you bring a big black contractor bag? Bag?
That's what I use for my radio.
I know.
Yep.
Is that what you brought?
Yep. Go get some trash bags, man.
So, Jacob, you're
55
shooting
gallon
tomorrow,
drum.
right?
Yep. Cut 3 holes in them. That's what I did last
That
year.
was awesome.
So what do you think, man?
Yeah, it looks like fun.
Gonna be nice and moist
When
tomorrow?
when I saw these pistol targets on the one down in Florida, it looked like they were close. Now these look a little farther away, but I don't know. What do you think they are, Kalani? Maybe 12 yards or so?
Yeah.
Something like that. They're big old targets, but it's surprising. Like, fill me in here, guys, on how this works. The lowest, how many times go back up here for?
I think the last 4, maybe.
last
Is the
4.
last 3? Oh, yeah. The bottom 4 have to shoot off now.
And they shoot off on.
I don't know, dude.
Obviously, the shotgun. That's the
Some
only thing
weird
that's up.
thing. I hope it's shotgun. Then Keith is. Yeah. Okay. Looks like shotgun. Hopefully. I don't know, man. I heard that both Cobalt guys were shooting tonight, and then both Benelli guys were shooting tomorrow night.
Yeah, I guess.
yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what's going to see what happens with it. I guess I don't.
So
I'd like
tomorrow-
to see that split out a little different, but it is
So
what it is.
tomorrow's Jacob, Lance, Garrison,
Yep.
I like
Hunter
Garrison.
Sykes,
Hunter Sykes.
Hunter's decent.
Eric Eckhart,
Oh yeah, Eric
Oh, I
Eckhart.
like Eric.
and BJ Norris. So that's a
Sweet.
Oh, wow. There's some talent there.
That's a good
yeah.
crew.
So it'll be
I
interesting.
didn't see BJ here today. Is he here yet?
I haven't seen him yet, no, but
Some
you
of the,
look-
some
did you look-
some guys
oh.
aren't in yet.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of berms around here.
I think Rick. Kalani, when did you say Rick's getting in? Late?
I think Rick's been here since noon.
I saw him behind a 4-foot berm over there, but you can just barely see the top of his hat.
you know, there's a lot of poppers around this.
I painted a beard on one of these poppers. I've been carrying it around, the 28-inch one, the mini popper.
Talking to it.
Yeah, this is my buddy.
My buddy Rick.
My buddy
Hey Rick, what do you think we should do here?
I put 2 big eyes on the popper though, because since he shoots limited, he's got really good eyesight. So,
Damn it.
Oh man, Keith gets to go first.
Oh, who
when
chose
is-
shotgun?
Yeah, shotgun.
when's Rick shoot his match? I wonder.
I have no idea, man. I just found out yesterday that
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
Oh,
we were
there
talking about that beforehand with Adam Maxwell and
Adam and Rob and Tim Yackley.
yep,
I think there's a couple
Nice.
other guys
all
too.
the northern dudes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is it's kind of makes it like an actual regional.
yeah.
Yeah,
regional
we
match.
should get a bunch of spectators that I would think of an event like this.
Yeah.
All right,
All right. Keith is
Here
up
we
for
go
the
eliminator.
shotgun eliminator.
Run.
Oh shit!
Yeah, one makeup shot. That last shot's going to hurt him a little bit.
846.
Nah,
Now,
it's still good
now I
to
wasn't
go.
paying attention. Did he dismount or
Yeah,
partially
just barely
dismount on that?
dismounted, and then he came
He's
back
got
out.
it.
That was still fast.
That was
That was still
good.
fast.
Smoke.
Smoking
good.
fast. The dude that taught this shotgun class today.
No, he's got it. that will definitely hold up.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's got to just hold up, 2 of 4?
Yeah.
The top 2 guys out of this one
Yeah.
are going to go back in again?
Yep.
Well, this is fun.
He's gonna, man, I wish we could rewind that and figure out what his first shot was, what the time was on his first shot. I don't know what it was.
How do we figure that out?
No idea, man.
It was somewhere around 3.
That's like voodoo.
2.5 or something
Science? There's got to be some science we can do. Garrison's busting out his iPhone. I think that means something's going to happen.
like that. Yeah.
I bet you. You know what? I bet you Chad Adams knows when his first shot was. He's
Yeah.
a nerd like that.
Oh, nice.
Who's up next? Who is this?
Anyways,
Scott Green?
Scott Green.
no, it's not.
No, it's not Scott Green. That's Sean Oleski.
No, I think Scott had the top time.
There's quite a few new names
right.
in this year.
Yeah.
People I haven't seen before. I mean, I know them, but don't, or know of them. But
I know
Yeah,
Jacob.
so you guys were.
yeah. Hey, we were all up and comers at one point, right?
That's what
Not
I was
me,
just
dude.
about.
Yeah,
I was,
Kalani,
born,
That is-
I was born with an open pistol in my hand.
Kalani dropped out of the womb as a grandmaster.
That's what I was just about to say. Is I hear a lot of nostalgia of the old Pro Series and stuff like that. What do you guys think of like all the new guys here who you can't remember their names and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would say can't remember their names. Just haven't had a lot of contact with them necessarily. But
Sure.
I mean, we were all, like I just said, we were all up and comers at one point. The difference was, I think, is when we were up and comers at the time, it was through the Pro Series matches, and there were 64 guys shooting the Pro Series 5 times a year in Tulsa together. And so when you were up and coming there, I mean, you were with those guys 5 times, like I said, 5 times a year. So you got to know everybody.
You're eating
Right.
with them all day long.
Yeah.
We're almost all at the same. Or there's 2 hotels.
Right.
We're
2
always there.
hotels. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
sorry.
so you go out to dinner, and I mean, literally everybody that was shooting that match would be there because it was just
We had lunch together. We
Yeah.
drank together.
Yeah, I mean,
we
it's-
cried together.
yeah, heck, we all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
It was.
And it was
definitely
really a
different.
coming out for me. Here
Here we go, Sean, picking up his shotgun.
So his first shot was about 4.2, and he's still going to be
Oh,
under 8.
there we go.
807.
man.
Yeah, so realistically, it looks like there's about a 4-second run to your shotgun.
Yeah.
You're going to shoot it for about 3 seconds, and then you're going to dismount it and get to the buzzer. There's very little time for error here,
It is the position that's farthest away from the
Right.
the buzzer, or
which
the
will be a good
bu-
advantage for me because that just 320 pounds.
Yeah.
I should be able to get the old diesel spinning up real good before I get the turbo kick
If
in
you
before I hit
if
the
you
button.
timed it right, you could keep your momentum going.
Yeah, just run
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
targets.
Or I guess a guy could run full speed, pick up the shotgun, and then shoot it on the move, and then just
Throw it back.
and then just butt stroke the stop timer.
Well, let's hope you're not faced with the elimination on shotgun, brother.
Let's hope not.
You'll be fine.
I'd like to be one of those top 2. It's pretty. We got a
That's
salty
easier
group,
that
though.
way, right? It's
Yeah.
easier that way. I mean, just don't go to eliminator.
So realistically, if you're in the top 2, you don't shoot again to figure out who's first or second, or you don't shoot again at all.
Honestly, I have no idea how this
I think
works.
there's a shoot off.
For first and second.
Yeah, there's a whole shoot off
At the
stage
end of the night.
set up here. Did you notice that?
Well, I just didn't know this first run. If you're in the top 2 of the very first run.
Oh, in the eliminator.
No. The very first run that they did.
Oh, okay.
If you're one of the top 2 guys, you don't shoot again until you go to the shoot off. I would assume. You're safe because these guys are.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
top
This is
2,
exciting.
and then
Here
the
goes
top
Jason.
2 fastest times out of the rest of the shooters will go against each other.
We're gonna. Huh. Okay. All right then. We're watching.
That's what I was told.
Jason Tilke here.
So he gets to the shotgun at about 3.
Oh, 822. Wow.
Yeah. So what? Yeah.
So my prediction about Keith being okay is totally wrong.
Yeah.
He's out.
He's out
Yeah.
already.
He's out.
I don't see him anywhere. He's behind us. Yeah. That's
So Ruben, I'm sorry. I was kind of concentrating on what was happening out here. Can you say the shoot off format thing?
The
again
way that
for
it
me?
was explained to me was the top 2 times out of the first run are safe.
Okay.
And then the bottom 3, I believe, will go in like we're watching, or the bottom 4 go into this eliminator
Eliminator.
stage, and then the then next 2 will go in and then shoot off at the end.
I gotcha.
Selfie time here.
Yeah.
yeah.
Always selfie.
Let me take a
dog.
selfie.
So back to what we were talking about earlier, guys. The format has changed. So it doesn't seem like there's as many opportunities for camaraderie amongst the shooters because they don't really have a whole lot of time to get to do that sort of like networking type thing and take meals together and everything. It's basically
Yeah.
like you get together at 3 o'clock for practice and then.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a different format,
And Keen Brown is up here.
Well, we can also talk about. Well, he's down here. Nice makeup.
Wow,
Whoa.
8:15.
That was
Man, good for him, man.
Yeah, wow.
It's a
That's good
rhinestone
reach.
cowboy, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
Atta
Super
boy.
nice run, Keen.
That was a great run, wasn't
Super
it?
nice run.
He's
Oh, yeah.
representing the hardworking man.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah,
He's representing the other guys.
He's
Good
got
for
work.
him.
He's got work boots on, Wranglers, and a T-shirt.
Yeah, super genuine guy.
Yeah.
Super genuine guy.
Yeah, so back to that, I guess while we have a small break and nobody's shooting. Yeah, I mean, that Pro Series format was probably the best for camaraderie and also to see where you rank, and motivate you to go home and work harder because, the way they did it is the first squad was, the first 10 guys or 12 guys, whatever it was. As I remember, there was 15.
right.
There was 5 squads of around 15 people or so.
Yeah.
And you were either in the, we call it the A squad, the B squad, the C squad, the D squad. And so depending on how you did the last match would be where you were going to be squad in the next match. And
Right.
So, it was always kind of a, I was in the C squad for a while, then just got bumped up to the B, which was interesting because some of the guys, that top squad was always kind of moving a little bit, those guys back and forth. And so one of the first things I realized is from that format is, and I've taken it to major matches, is you have to shoot with people. It's best for your success to shoot with people at or above your level, because if you shoot with people that aren't at your level, you tend to kind of go down to their level or get comfortable with what you're doing,
Totally.
Absolutely.
and you're like, oh man, I won every stage this whole match in my squad. Well,
Yeah.
we're the top 5 or 10 guys in your squad, then you're going to win the match. If it's, and it's nothing against anybody, it's just the way it works is if
Sure.
those are,
It's like
if
the
those
sled
are,
dog effect,
yeah,
right?
if those are 30 to 40 place guys, and you're winning every stage on them, you should be if you're a top 10 guy or what have you. But you're definitely not pushing yourself.
No, I can absolutely speak to that too. As coming from a non-pro perspective, you shoot a lot closer to that next level of competition if you're shooting with guys that are, above your level.
Yeah.
I've surprised myself a lot at matches where I was like, got stuck on a squad or got placed on a squad with guys that were, far above my level of skill, and shooting with guys like Jesse or getting on a squad with some of the guys from the AMU. It's awesome to see what you can really push yourself to. Not, you don't get complacent. You don't get comfortable with that level that you're at. You